What's up, YouTubers, one and all? My name is FateLive1987, and today we'll be dealing with Transformers Studio Series number 12, Brawl. This by far is one of the '07 Decepticons. Clearly, we're gonna have a ball with this one. He does, in fact, come with instructions because I managed to get it. And they're big. They're like double-sided instructions. Let me show you. Okay, this one's a bit difficult to show you because they are they're folded. So let me just angle the camera enough. They are Japanese, so of course it'll be something different. So there's instructions. This is Brawl. He is a simple warrior. Well, not simple warrior class. He is updated from the leader class he had back in 09 and 07. He's really good looking. This is the part that is clearly a problem with a lot of people. Like, they could have get to a tab in anywhere. Like, why? These are his weapons for storage. You got a claw weapon. I don't know why I can't go down. And then you got a missile launcher cannon thingy. Right here. And these respectively go on his right and left arms. So there you go. These can go around like that. This can actually turn. This can't, unfortunately. So, it does roll. Size comparison, let's bring in, Bumblebee. See how that looks. This is, yes, the new Dark and Noble Bumblebee, of which I'll be putting a review up soon. Bring in Soundwave. That looks. Bring in Sideways. Bring in Ironhide. See how that looks. And I kind of wish I had a leader class transform, but I don't. So, well, I do have one leader class transform, but it's very big. Sadly, nope, I do not have one transformed at the moment. So, I mean, I can get Grimlock, but it's like, it's not going to make any sense at all, truly. And there you go, ladies and gentlemen. There's your first look at Grimlock on a review. You'll be seeing him in full later on. So that's it for the comparisons. Let's start with transformation. So first, what you want to do, how everything unlocks. You gotta pull the treads out like so, and this is actually going to angle up and around like so. Do the same on the other side. Take the treads out, flip them around, and this is where complexity starts to take place. You're going to split the legs apart. I suggest you get the legs over with now. So, split the legs apart. You're going to bring down this tab. And then you bring down the foot. You got this hole here. That's going to slot into this tab. And that's the entire legs. That's the entire legs. Same as almost as the first, but you just don't got the flip thing. Tap it in the hole. There's your legs. You're going to bring these down. And you're going to bring the head down, like so. Going to flip these out. Going to flip the head all the way out. And then you can take this and bring it down. At the same time, this is going to start a lot of things. You can push these back a little bit. Now, this is where you start unplugging the arm. This is, you're going to untab it from both sides. And you can just do that for now. Just fold it all the way out. Then what's best done here, you need everything straight first of all. What's best done here is once you have everything aligned, you can spin this once everything aligned, you can spin this around. Well, I guess it's not going to, the hell. I'm going to push this down all the way. This gives you clearance to spin this around 180. Then spin this around 180. And this gives you all the clearance you need. You're going to push it back, angle that forward, and you can just tab that into place, angle the arm around. There's an arm all done. Push that in, push that around, turn it up. There's both arms all done. Now for the back part, you're going to take this and you're just going to angle it up, and that's going to become the backpack part. And yes, that means the turret is sticking out like this. You got a hole here that's going to tap into this part here. That locks everything into place on the back. And to finish off transformation, you're going to bring this up and around. You got this notch on the back right here. It's going to slot into that hole. That's going to lock the head into place. And then these are going to come up and lock everything into place. I'm going to angle these down a little more so you can stand better. And then you're just going to angle these so they form a sort of chest cavity type thing. And there's Brawl, Transformers 1 Brawl in his robot mode. I dig this guy. I really do. He's one of the this guy was like really tough to take down. Like comparing it to Shockwave, he took a lot of damage. He wasn't going down. Like you could say that a lot of cons were nerfed around all that stuff, but this is pretty much it. And of course you can plug the weapons in. Like so. And of course, there's his entire aesthetic. Now for size comparison, we're going to bring in some Autobots, some Decepticons. So here we go. First up, we're going to bring in Sideswipe. See how they look together. Honestly, he could have been a good match. Let's bring in Dino. I really need to get more Autobot figures. What the heck? I mean, I barely got any Autobot figures. I need to get more. I need to stop getting cons. God darn. I mean, sure. Officially, as of today, I'm going to say right now, wait, I don't know if today's the best to talk about it. I'll save it for a later video. Probably a good one, like say my shockwave review video. I don't know. But pretty much we're gonna get a last one. For other luxes, we're gonna get in Stinger. See how they look together, even though they're not from the same movie or trilogy. Here he is next to Barricade, who is from the first film. Then we're going to start off with the Voyager class stuff. We're going to bring in Optimus. See how they look together? Optimus is taller. Then we got Sentinel, because why not? Then we have 07 Megatron, the perfect one to use for this review. And clearly they look good. He's clearly taller. And yes, I can Barricade there. Then we have Bone Crusher. As you can see, he really is gonna be a bit of a crazy one to deal with, but yeah, there he is. What? And this arm just like sags a lot. I don't know. I don't like it. So, there's a comparison between them two. They're about the same size. And finally, let's get in our leader classes. First of all, take in Shockwave next to him. And he's technically a Voyager class, but, pushing Barry back. Standing him upright, not like on a divot or so. Yeah, he's taller. He's as tall as that Megatron. Wow. I'll have to get that in mind. For our other leader class, let's bring in Jetfire, our tallest one so far. For now, until I finally untransform Grimlock. And then, of course, we're gonna get our final series figure for the 07 cons, because unfortunately, I don't have Starscream yet. Blackout/Grindor. So, in total, we only have 5 out of the 6 Decepticons from the first film. We need to get one more. So all we need is Bay vs. Starscream, and that's it. So putting them off to the side, now we're gonna go off with articulation. Articulation, well, these are on a swivel ball joint. No 360 up and down. This can actually not turn that much. The head is on a ball joint. No, it's on a swivel joint. It can kind of move up and down, but not really. Arms, 360, going back and forth. Got a little pivot there. That's also 360. Left and right movement, like it's a bit challenging. Like you got that movement right there. That's something. Then you got the movement there, and nothing for the hands. You got nothing for the waist. the legs can do a full split. You got something at the leg right there. That's crazy. 360 rotation there, and that's it. That's it, and now let's transform this guy back and end the review. So, first, let's take off the weapons. Now we're going to transform him back. First, you want to do, return these to normal, and just splay them out like so. Flip these parts down, make sure they're down, and then you can dislodge this. You can just flip this all back and flip these in. That's just basically going to lock the head in place. You can then come to the back, lift this up, turn it around, and you can flip up these parts. You got a tab there. It's going to slot in that hole there, like so. And then you can, once you reorient this, like so. Well, no, sadly. Don't do that part yet. The arms are a bit difficult to do when you transform them back, so just bear with me as I try my best. So, you're going to flip them back, like so. They slot in that hole right there. These are going to angle forward after you angle them back. This is going to give all the clearance needed to turn back around. And then, to just lock into place, we're just going to flip that there, and that's done. Now we're going to come around here. We're going to bring this up and around like so. Up and around like so. Then you're going to come around to this part. And this is essentially going to become the turret part. It's a little tricky to do. Especially you don't have it angled away. Basically, the orientation is like this. And it's just going to clip in there like so. Repeat on the same side. You're going to make sure the elbows like this, and the shoulders like this, is going to slot there. This is going to be split open. And you got the tabs and holes on both sides. And you're just going to bring it together. Like so. And it's just going to clip onto that. And then all this does, unfortunately, is just fall back onto the... They're supposed to tab onto here. But apparently this does not fall. Oh, it does. It does actually tab there. Oh. Okay, so there's that problem solved. Now what happens with here, you're gonna come back here. You can lift these up, by the way. And you're just going to push the head up into here. You got these two tabs here. It's going to slot into those two holes. And then you can just angle them out like so. Last part transformation is the easiest, unfortunately. So you're going to unslot that. you're going to lift this part up, like so. Then you're going to fold it in, twist the leg around. Repeat the same process, twist the leg around. You got that big hole that's going to slot into the foot. Just make sure both are aligned properly. And that's just going to lock into place. Nothing else locks into place now except this part. Fold that out. And then you got the wheel tab there. And then you got the hole there with a tab there. This is going to lock the entire tank into place. Once you have it all situated, then put the weapons back on. That is Brawl in his tank mode. I have to say, I really do like the figure. The arms can get a little confusing when you're transforming. Just always remember when you're transforming back to tank mode that the shoulders are gonna be below the joint. It's like shoot. It's gonna be below the joint, and you're just going to slide it in. It's gonna be better. Don't do it over the joint because that's going to get it more tangled up, and you don't want that. But I thank you all for watching. Next review, I'm probably going to be doing Bone Crusher. Because, God, I love the figure, honestly. I really do. Which calls for yet another stuff with our vehicle mode so far. But until then, as always, till all I want.